The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Let's go.
They'll go with a rookie from Alabama. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. Past the 20 for a short gain. Second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Murray. He'll find Hodgins there, complete. 9 yards to pick up there. At 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road, but now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
First down, Murray. He's got this to Williams, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Murray now. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. Yeah, it can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can. And it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Omaha.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Throw left side, complete. That's Gibbs. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now Murray off play action. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Devin Witherspoon. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing. Here's Ken Walker. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Powell out of his own end zone. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here, a safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they go play action with Howell. And Walker has it. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Walker. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Great pickup by Walker. It was the second back off the board in the 2022 draft. But he was first among rookies in carries, yards, and touchdowns, and was the Rookie of the Year runner-up.
And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And Howell will throw it. Being chased out left. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And it's now a 7-2 ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
You talk about this Seahawk defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, tempo. Biggest.
Murray now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Throwing on first down is Murray. That pass caught. It's Williams. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They got 29 yards that time. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Forced out to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
Hey, Ace. Buzz.
To throw is Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
First down, Seahawks.
On first down, Howell. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Then he'll take this back down inside the 20. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Gibbs straight ahead. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibbs. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Here's Murray. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60. And the Lions are able to move back in front. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, if you have it, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead is now 2. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Breaks through the contact. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. They'll go play action. Howell. Finding Smith and Jigba downfield. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Jackson Smith and Jigba. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Seahawks 14, Lions 9. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 42. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they...
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And this one goes sailing out of bounds. Where did it cross? Well, they're going to say on this side of midfield. First down, how to throw. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 46 yards. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. But Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On play action, it's Murray. Looking for right, and he finds him. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Green.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. From the gun, Murray. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Play fake, Murray. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked by Julian Love. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Howell to the air on 1st and 10. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Howell. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
And they approach this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them humbling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
One last shot before the break. Howell going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Howell throwing on 1st down here. They'll get that complete to Parkinson. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here now, 2nd and 4. Faking the handoff, Howell. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has. And it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Here's Walker. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Murray off play action. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Lockett. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And the Lions are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
In every game that's ever been played, coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Murray now. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
That's one.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Murray now on first down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
At the 39-yard line.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Omaha.
Murray going to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. To throw, it's Murray. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Murray. That is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here comes the Lions punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time.
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Seahawks are able to add on to that lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that will bump the lead up to 26. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the 1st, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Omaha.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Shoves him away. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Hey. Big Ace open.
Murray now to throw. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
Howell, another throw on second down. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Well, if nothing else, some signs of life here, Charles, because you're facing the big deficit, but at least they were able to prevent 3 more from getting on the board there with a nice block.
And that's how they're comforting themselves on the sidelines right now, because they certainly didn't execute well on that play at all. Bottom line, exactly what you said. They didn't need the 3, but they sure don't like giving up a block. They'll have something to work on as they get into practice.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 10, and he takes this one again for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
They go play action with Howell. Man open downfield, it's Metcalf. Now he's loose again. Touchdown, Seahawks. DK Metcalf, 69 yards. And the Seahawks are on their way to a 2-0 start. Now Myers for the extra point. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Makes the score Seahawks 42, Lions 16.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 10. Another run for Gibbs here.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
The offense on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And a good job defensively. They stopped him short of the first at the 32. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Now Murray's got to have this one. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First down, Murray. And that one complete to Hodgins. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Murray. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Seahawks 20-yard line.
On play action, it's Murray. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 2nd and 11 now. Throwing here, Howell. Left side complete to Lockett. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Howell throwing on 3rd down here. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
114 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Play fake. Murray.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but well, we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, the incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, it was a great all-around performance.